we on our we are also live. We are also live on many platforms. We are also live on YouTube Live right now. We are live on Scout, POF, and Link Me. Right now, we are live on iHeartRadio. We are live on Speaker. We are live iHeartRadio Speaker. Oh yeah, and shout out to 87.9 Chattanooga, Tennessee, for joining the Real World J podcast show. I really appreciate you for joining with host Corey Smith and this topic of this month is mental health, and I had a actual topic that flows into mental health about accepting your true self. That's real love. You know what I mean? Because like I was telling Mark, like if you don't like I tell anybody, like if you don't know who you are, how can you expect your dreams to come true? If you don't know who you are, how you expect somebody else? How do you expect anybody else to know who you are?
Yep. I look at it though. It's
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. You good? Talk. No, you good. This is it.
No, I was saying, bro, a book, man. I didn't read the book, but I heard many lectures from this author. What it was called Psycho-Cybernetics, and he talks about the self-image. You know, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you. What matters is how you think about yourself. What is your self-image like to yourself?
True.
And people who not happy in life, they got a horrible self-image of themselves. They see themselves as something that they really not.
Yeah.
They just haven't figured out, what that is for them yet.
Mm-hmm. But I always say there's an expiration date. Shout out to Nika for joining the Real World J podcast show. I'm your host, Full Circle J. We're host 2.5, and we are talking about accepting your true self. That's real love, because and to the point with Corey, and I'm finna hit your point. What you were saying, it's like, but I also say, when you don't know who you are, you trying to find yourself. There's an expiration. There's an expiration date. There should be an expiration, because there's an expiration date on everything in life. On food, we don't live forever. You know what I'm saying? So that's an expiration date right there. So everything has an expiration date.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So being lost, and you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, being trapped, and or whatever it may be, it's an expiration date on that. Because remember, time, you know what I'm saying, like time flies every single day. You know what I'm saying? Every single moment. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't get time back.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. So if you can't even. So you know what I'm saying. Like you can't even You can't even pray. You can't even pray to your God for time back. He be like, I told you that you can't. I told you that you. You know what I'm saying. If you miss it, you miss it. You know what I'm saying. Like if you miss it, you miss it. I give you 24 hours.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
That's
What's up, Mark? What you got?
What's going on, man? We got the quote of the day. You gonna hit him with the quote of the day?
Oh yes, I do got a quote of the day. You know I got a quote of the day. Say how we do a quote. We start off, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Get the Bible, to get the Bible, the podcast. You know what I'm saying. Like we get a song and we get the quote of the day. You know what I mean. And we just kind of, you know what I'm saying. Just kind of just make it happen. You know what I'm saying. Just make it happen for the flow of it. And then after that, you know what I'm saying. We get to, you know what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying. The real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we do.
Yes, sir.
So we about to hit him
over. I love it, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. But we about to hit him over the head, and so that's all we try to do.
Let me hear it. I'm ready for it.
I'm ready, man. The quote of the day. The quote of the day is: Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will.
Run that back one time.
Yes, sir. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will.
Dropping jewels.
Do you know how many? For not.
That's facts, man.
It's facts, because trust me, when you don't accept yourself, Doubt is the number one thing. What you talking about? That's it. That's it. That's it. Is it not, or I'm just making this up?
Nah, that's facts.
That's facts, bro. That's definitely,
you know what I mean?
facts.
Because you doubting yourself, so you think everybody else is doubting you, and you think, and when, if you look at yourself, if you look at yourself crazy, I can just imagine how you think other people looking at you, especially if they see you, especially if they seeing you.
Yeah. And that little thing, them thinking, whoever that person is out there who's thinking like that, I know it's eating them up. I know that they have them mental games that they playing with themselves and just eating them up, man. Because me personally, I knew I used to be like that at a point in time. You know, when times got really rough, I was just always in my head, and man, that's the worst.
That's the worst.
That's the worst. Man. But you know, it's ways to silence that and to heal that part of your life.
Mm-hmm. Because I tell people, I tell people all the time, I be like, man, you know what? Like, we are, like, you know what I'm saying? We are ourselves. We are our best friend. We are our worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? We do, even when we are ashamed to our core, we still gotta look ourselves in the mirror. You know what I mean? And so, like, we're just like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, we're just imperfect people trying to be in perfect situations.
True.
Yeah.
So you can always try to be great. You can't try to be perfect. Because
progress over perfection.
You know what I'm saying? Because even you don't want to be perfect, because the last man that claimed they were perfect, they killed him.
Enemy. Yep.
So, you know what I'm saying?
And yeah, I'm gonna backdoor that. I got two quotes myself.
Yes, sir.
Quotes of the day. So we're gonna start out with the first one. Is accepting yourself makes you free from judgment, which enables you to enjoy life to the fullest.
You absolutely right.
You run that back one more time. Accepting yourself makes you free from judgment, which enables you to enjoy life to the fullest.
You so right.
He's being present. He's being present.
That self-judgment, it'd be the worst, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's really the one when you judging yourself.
And they can turn to self-hate, too.
Right.
I've been there. Shame will get you there.
It will turn to self-hate if they consistently keep doing it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. That's that vicious cycle.
Vicious cycle we're trying to break.
Yeah, okay, so the second quote of the day that I had, it's kind of like to bandwagon off what you were saying earlier. You're always with yourself, so you might as well enjoy the company.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Because I tell people, you know what I'm saying, like at the end of the day, man, like I'm my best friend, you know what I'm saying? I realized that, you know what I'm saying? Even like if anything didn't tell me that, you know what I'm saying, Corona told me that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm my own best, I'm my best fucking friend. The only person I can truly trust without, because I can't stab myself in the back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can put yourself in bad situations though, but you know what I mean? But I mean, we all been there, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying what I'm saying. But it's like, if you do it, you can't blame nobody. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta hold yourself. If a person hold themselves to accountable 100%, or at least whatever they got in them, should that be alright?
Right.
That's real.
Mm-hmm. But it's always like it's so much easier not to do nothing. But it takes. But you know what I'm saying? But it's because when you don't do nothing in life, and when you don't put effort in anything, you're not gonna have anything, or nothing's gonna last long. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like effort, like when you had effort, you know what I'm saying? Like when you had effort, and just like accepting, like, you know what I'm saying, like accepting your true self, that takes effort. Like nobody gonna accept you if you don't accept yourself, because like if you don't know who you are, then they don't know who you are, then they may not even want to be, you know, so they might not even want to be around you or be with you. And then if you don't know who you are, and if you would a evil fucking person, they just gonna use you because they recognize that. So you gotta accept yourself for who you are, because when you know who you are, then it just some shit won't go, some shit won't slide, some shit won't make it. You know what I'm saying? Because like truly knowing yourself and truly accepting yourself is your foundation, is your integrity. You know what I'm saying? It's your self-worth. And a lot of people lack that, and a lot of people don't even know what that is.
Right.
If you literally ask them, I was like, man, what's up? What? They're like, I really don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what you're saying. And that is you. That's you. Self-worth. Self-worth. Two words. Two words.
Self-worth.
I value myself at 100,000 trillion. You know why?
Why is that?
Because I know nobody. Because I know nobody can pay their price.
That's real.
So I'm priceless.
That's real talk.
So I'm priceless. I just put a number behind it.
That's real.
Yeah.
So we got
Never lose myself. Over who? Over what?
We got top 10 list for the night.
I could be married. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit, I would say I die for myself.
That's that self-worth.
That's all we got, bro. That's all we got.
What? If you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know who you are, man, like I said, man, if you don't know who you are, can you expect your dream to come true? And don't put that shit in nobody else's hands.
That's real. Hey, bro, can Mark 2.0, can he hear me?
Yeah, he can hear you loud and clear. Talk to him.
Okay, Mark, what's up, bro? Because I couldn't even hear him at first, but I heard him now, man. So, Mark, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, my brother? Blessed to have you, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me on, man. I've been knowing my boy Jesse for, man, since I was a kid, and hey, he always been the same dude since then, bro. He's a solid dude.
Oh, man.
So, man, it's great for y'all to have me on here, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Already, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Shout out to Big Fine Marquis. Yeah, she joined the Real World Day podcast show. You know, we get some, you know. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, and feel free to jump in anytime if you got any comments or anything. We got a top 10 list for tonight, and it's the 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. So these are the signs. These are the signs that,
I like that,
if you check any of these off, that you have truly accepted yourself.
And if you haven't checked them off, then there's some searching.
Right.
And this is the Real World J show. So I may hit some. So I may not hit half of the marks. Cause I know Wednesday I didn't. Let's talk about it.
You got most of them though.
I ain't get all of them.
You know, so it's a work in progress.
Yeah, that's why I love life. That's why I love living. So I can grow.
So yeah, we're gonna get into this. It's the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. Number 1. You seem to have a lot more happy moments, a lot more happiness in your life. You smile more, moments of joy within your life. Mm-hmm. So, for example, when you accept yourself as you are, you naturally feel relaxed and comfortable.
Yep, because
you don't accept yourself, you don't feel relaxed and comfortable.
That's kind of anxiety. Yeah, when you don't. Yeah, that's kind of anxiety when you're not comfortable in your own skin, or comfortable with people that, or you're not comfortable with your own skin, and you're not comfortable with people around you. Then that's a motherfucking problem. That is the problem. You need to check. It's out of two things. That you need to check yourself in the room, or you need to check the other people in the room. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, It is. I tell people all the time, cause trust me, I have done it. I have done it, and the people who done it, and people who know me know that I have done it. So I'm not fake. You know what I'm saying? It is okay for a relationship, or especially a friendship, to be over. It is okay. Some things run its course. Some people are not designed to be your friend forever because we all change.
Mm-hmm.
It's levels to this shit. If you on level 5, if you on level 10, and they not even started the game because they just who they are. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because it gets to a certain point. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, you know what I'm saying? Your day ones and blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, somebody would strictly say, you know what? My day one. But if you want to talk some real shit, it's the reason why they around. They might not, you know what I'm saying? It's a reason why your day one around. And it has nothing to do with money. You know what I mean? Like, if the people are not, you know what I'm saying? Because if people are not benefiting in your life, I tell people all the time, if people are not benefiting in your life, they're taking away from you. Point blank. Tell me anything different. Tell me anything different, I'll change that. Tell me anything different, I'll change that. And I won't say that no more. Right. I promise, I won't say that no more. People who not been with you to take away from you.
It's simple.
Huh?
No, I said that's real, bro. Like, it's that simple.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to say I'm bidding with somebody every time I put a brick, every time I put 3 bricks up, you take one away. You still take, you know what I'm saying? You still slowing down the process. No.
I mean, like you said earlier, everything has an expiration date, and some relationships have this expiration date as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then at the day, you gotta understand that you gotta remember, like, even in a friendship or relationship, you know what I'm saying, whatever kind of relationship you have, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, if you were a type person, or you are like type person that have people following you all the time, like, you know, it's like you're a leader, so you're a natural leader, so you're gonna have people following you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want them to be leaders. You want to be up by your side and not behind you. You know what I'm saying? And when you get tired of people behind you, you let them go, and they think something wrong. I'm like, no, why you didn't catch up?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm moving this way, if you follow me, and you moving this way, and you doing, and you going, I'm moving this way, and you going another way. Don't say that I'm tripping. How am I tripping? I'm moving if I'm climbing.
Right.
You tripping because you going backwards.
You know, bro, and I look at that, bro, like, cause that's something I experienced, you know.
Yep,
and I'm experiencing that now because I'm still pretty young, and it's a lot of kids, people I grew up with who that's exactly what's going on. And what I say, it ain't no love lost between them. You know, I still wish them nothing but peace and blessings.
I wish them well.
But it's, man, that energy, and the older I get, I realize that energy is real.
That energy is everything.
When I go to these networking events, bro, with all of these other people who successful as hell, they doing what I want to do, doing what I want to do. Mm-hmm. You know, people who I look up to. When I'm around them, when I leave, bro, oh my gosh, it's like I feel like, okay, I'm supposed to be in here.
Yep,
I feel
you belong.
Everything just feels so natural and smooth.
Yep.
You know, but being around them other people, it's like we just chilling, not doing nothing. You know? Because man, that's, you know, as a young black man in America, man, we gotta. I can't say we. I'm gonna just speak for me. You know, man, I'm physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. I gotta grow every day.
Every day, it's a loss.
You know, gotta hit the gym. Gotta read my book.
I was at the gym. I was at the gym today at 7:45.
Yeah.
Nigga, I know about that. I know about that. You know, like, I know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get that shit out, man. Cause that shit works. You know what I'm saying? You work that shit out because that shit works. Like, for real. Like, I learned that. Like, I learned that. So I get this shit out in the morning time so I can have, so at least I can have a, you know what I'm saying, a decent day. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do that. Every morning I drop my daughter off and I go to the gym, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. So,
best way to start the morning, in my opinion, man.
Mm-hmm. And, you know what I mean? And like I tell, you know what I'm saying? Just like, it's like, cause, and I'm gonna pick it back off what you said. It's like, cause you got, with me, I'm like I don't even want to be around people that, like, I don't want to be around smart people. Like, I don't want to, like, I don't, like, I'm tired of being the smartest person in the room. Like, that's getting old. Like, 20 years, and I'm still the smartest person in the room. Like, nah, man. I need to change my circle. Because I'm not gonna grow.
Mm-hmm.
You can't learn. You can't learn something. You can't learn something from something. You can't learn something from somebody who don't know nothing. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Science.
Yeah, that's what it's about, bro. Growing every day.
Mm-hmm. No, man, I'm not gonna follow. I'm a leader. I don't do backwards, man. I learned that. I done backwards, so I know not to go there. To move forward.
There you go. And speaking of that, I'm gonna piggyback off of that. This is number 2 on the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. So this is kind of what you're talking about. You look at past mistakes as valuable life lessons. So basically, your regrets and failures don't cause you pain and heartache anymore because you learn lessons from them. So you appreciate the present and you look forward to the future because those things that you used to look back and you would look at them as, oh, I took an L. Is the L wasn't for loss, the L was for lesson.
I learned.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look out.
There you go.
Yep, that's real.
So how you feel about that, Corey? How you feel about that? How you feel about that? Mark said number 2. How you feel about number 2?
Man, bro, if you really just, I feel like that's what it's about. Like, let's say, I played sports when I was young. I played football.
Yeah, man. You did.
I was blessed to play college.
Yeah, you did.
College ball as well.
Yeah, you did.
So
I went to your senior year. I was there. Every game, I was there.
Hey,
that's facts though. I would say that loud, but it wasn't true. He there. He here. I was there.
Yeah. Hey, my boy always been supporting, man.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was gonna say was, every sport they might lose a game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which in my opinion, best NFL team in the league, they might go out there and lose the game. They might take that L. What they gonna do? They're gonna go watch film. They're gonna reflect on it. They're gonna learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a part of life. Me, I actually personally, I used to them L's used to really, especially after high school and after college when life got real.
Yeah.
The L's used to really like fuck with me.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
And it used to fuck with my mental to where I would be in my head, anxiety would come in.
Depression. Then depression sticks in. Yep. And then depression kicks in.
The depression kicked in, because I kept suppressing my emotions. So that suppression of my emotions, therefore, led to depression.
Yep, that makes sense.
So
all logical to me.
So what helped me? What helped me though, bro, was, man, when I started reading books, bro, that changed the game for me, bro. Them reading books now. I don't know if y'all heard of a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Man, that changed the game. I'm talking about like a mindset shift. Took me from like a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. But that's it, bro. We gotta learn from them lessons, bro. Learn from them losses.
Hey, yeah. Because
don't condemn. And I advise people who watching out there. I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm sorry, bro.
No, you can go ahead. No. Go ahead, please. Because I'm gonna
finish with this, and I want to hear what you got to say. for all the listeners out there, when y'all taking these major losses, man, and we all gonna go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Do not condemn yourself over it. Do not condemn yourself, because man, that's what I did, and it just caused more suffering.
Yep.
And yeah, man, that's it, bro. That's all I had. That's all I was gonna say. What you was gonna say, Jeff?
I'm just gonna say I'm just like, cause I know I'm gonna start off and say everybody, to everybody, when the pandemic hit, everybody was like, oh my God, 2021, 2021 gonna be so awesome, you know what I'm saying? Just because the new year, that means some people had the same fucking problem. Just because the year changed, I mean, you know what I'm saying, they shit changed. Come on now. Like, first of all, let's pause with that. You know what I'm saying? People expectation just because the year. Now, come on now. I seen people on TV and they're hearing that shit and reading that shit, and I'm like, you gonna have the same motherfucking problem tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? So stop. Pause. Fix your shit. Fix your shit. Stop. You can't. You cannot live off a wish. What I tell people all the time. All the time. I tell you all the time, and it's facts. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm fucking lying. If I'm lying, stop me.
You ain't lied yet.
Man, tell me. Like, a goal without a plan is nothing but a wish.
Dropping jewels. Y'all pick it up out there. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Real World J Podcast.
Say this shit again. There are people who fucking missed it. A goal without a plan is nothing but a wish.
Yes, sir.
How you hollering and hooling and doing this and this? Next year gonna be a great year, but you don't got a plan for next year. How gonna be a great year?
Shout out to Red, tuned in.
Shout out to Red, Texas, for joining in the Real World J Podcast show.
In Texas.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you know what I'm saying? How you think things? How you expect that things move when you ain't moving things?
There you go. And tonight we're talking about the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself.
Because you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, always. And Mark know this. Mark know this. This is one of my favorite. One of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Things to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people all the time, man, reach for the fucking moon. You know why? Because if you don't make it, at least you're amongst them stars.
Oh, you preaching now? Okay. Okay.
That's
moving on.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. I tell people all the time, if I'm not man, I may not be the captain of the boat. You know what I'm saying? I may not be the captain of the yacht, but I'm on the boat. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the fucking boat.
Oh, you bringing out the bars tonight. Bars on bars on bars.
Nah, man. I just love people, man. I'm just trying to get people out their space. In a better space.
Yeah. So let's get back to this list. We got the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. And number 3 is less self-criticism. So you begin to trust the decisions you make in life. You ever notice as you mature in age, you grow older and wiser?
Some people just grow old and not wiser. But go ahead. That too.
But I'm saying, ideally, if you grow wiser, you grow older, mature.
I know some old
you start to trust the decisions you make in life, because when you're young and you're just running around, you make decisions. You don't necessarily trust yourself. You're going with the flow.
Fuck that. You know why you go? Fuck that. I'm gonna go. Man, I know what you're saying. I'm gonna just go hit it. I already know what you saying. Shout out to Big Jazz. Shout out to Big Jazz 100 for joining the Real World J Podcast show. Thank you for joining the show. I am Full Circle J, Al-Qaeda J, the host of the Real World J Real J Podcast show. I stuttered, sorry. We're host 2.5.
But you good with the flow.
I'm good. I'm bad with names. I'm good with the flow though. Goddamn.
And we talk about the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. Number 3 is less self-criticism. You begin to trust the decisions you make in life. What do you have to say about that, Jesse?
Shit, if they the right ones, cause you gotta understand, a lot of people make bad decisions and still pick the same ones. You know what? That's the definition of sanity, of doing something over and over again and expecting a different result. It's facts.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That is fact.
So I tell people, if you got this guy, if you date the same guy, ladies or man, this is a unisex, but I'm just gonna make a point and then we're gonna jump on and then we're gonna get to it. But I'm gonna make a simple point into what the reason why I say if you're doing something over again and expecting different results. And I'm just gonna say this because, ladies, if you meet the drug dealer who live with his mom, but this your fourth one. But he gonna be different because he a drug dealer. He trapping out his mama house, but this is your fourth one. Trap boy trapping out his mama house, and you think, and you had a baby by him, but you had a baby by the same other 3 guys because you thought she's gonna be different, right? And so when another guy approached you with his head down, dragging his feet, with no portfolio, with no future, no plan, and he probably a deadbeat father, and all the qualifications that you've been picking for the last 15 years. You don't think, and you quit to say man ain't shit, but you picked the shit guys. So that means you don't know shit.
Your decisions ain't shit.
Or because, you know what I'm saying, or a toilet mat, you know what I'm saying, because we put shit in toilet. So what if you the shit or you the toilet? Which one is it? Cause you can't blame everybody for your grown ass people mistakes.
I'll tell you this: one is using the other, and the other is being used.
In a way, it's a double negative, and it's toxic. You know what I'm saying, and that's what we trying to do. Try to break toxic. You know what I'm saying, cycles. What you got?
What do you all say about if they drag their feet?
When I say a man drag his feet, if a man drag his feet through life, he gonna drag his feet through the important things in life, with you, straight up.
Right. Yeah. And what do you say the worst type is?
Oh, the worst type of the worst type of guy. The worst type of guy is like the worst type of man in the world is a deadbeat father, because that's abandonment. Fuck. Abandonment is the worst thing you can do.
And that's your own blood.
Yeah, that's white, bro.
That's your own blood. Like how you got a son. You don't know what shoe size he wear. You a motherfucking joke. And why do anybody take you serious? And why would anybody be with somebody? Why would anybody be with a deadbeat father? Like that makes no sense. So you were somebody with, and you probably had it, and then you probably didn't grow up with a father figure. So you know how they feel, and he doing that to somebody that, come on now. So why is that okay? You 30 something. It's not okay with you. It's still not okay with you because you still deal with mental health issue because your father wasn't around. But you with somebody who doing the same thing, who gonna fuck up a little person that another person. You know what I mean? Like, it's a vicious cycle. Fuck.
For sure. Let's see. Moving on. We're talking about the top 10 signs you have
with somebody
truly accepted
who don't know their
yourself.
kids and they got kids? Like, what the fuck?
What's up?
Like, no, I'm saying, like, why would you want to be with somebody who don't know their kids? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't care you with a girl. Like, why? Like, seriously. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna pop this off. I'm gonna move this. I promise.
Get him, Jesse. Get him.
I don't understand. A male, a grown man, and you said you got common sense, and you would and you with a woman who got kids but don't got her kids. You crazy as fuck. Nah, nigga. How the fuck she gonna take care of the fuck you? And she gonna take care of you? She can't take care of her own goddamn kids. Nigga, you crazy.
That's real.
You crazy. Make it make sense. Make it make fucking sense.
Okay, what do we say about those women that only get the kids on the weekends?
You ain't shit.
Man, the bad thing about all that, bro, is they don't realize, the parents who are doing that, they don't realize the traumatizing effect that they are having on that kid, man. Kids,
some of them just don't care.
And that's bad, because
that's sad.
Kids, bro, they need love, bro. They need genuine love.
We all need
love and affection.
And they would,
that's a bad.
Because they love, when people do that, they love the world more than they love their self and the people that God blessed them with.
Right. I once heard this quote from a wise man talk about, I believe it was like a 4-year-old child acting out, and they said, there are no bad children, there's only bad parents.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So the way you raise them is how they're going to grow up to be and how they're going to act. The environment that surrounds them is where they're going to learn from. So if they're in a toxic environment, then when they're acting out at the age of 4, throwing tantrums or whatever it is they're doing, blame that on the parenting and the environment rather than putting it on a 4-year-old child. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we only reflect what we see. So, yeah, that's that. But moving on, we are talking about the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. And number 4 is you don't compete with others. No more competing with others. You only compete with yourself. You try to do better than you last did, but you're not worried about the next man and what he's doing. So here's a quote for you. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself.
Yep.
You feel me? Because this race in life that we're running is just us trying to do better than we did the last time. But we shouldn't be. It's us trying to improve, but it shouldn't be us looking at other people, especially in a social media day and age, in a social media time and generation where people are looking at each other's and comparing themselves, and a lot of people take it to serious, where it starts to affect their self-esteem and how they view themselves, because they might see this life that another person portrays and they see all the good and the positive things they're putting, but they don't see the negative things. So, social media contributes to that a lot too. But yeah, basically, just rather than competing with others, just try to improve on yourself. That's what I would say.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's so easy. Yeah, cause it's so easy to compete with others, especially when nobody knows. Especially when the other person know they're not in competition with you. You know what I'm saying? First of all, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's one right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like number 2, it's like shit. It's like it's so easy to go down that route because jealousy is such an easy and pure emotion. Jealousy is. It's so pure and so easy.
Right.
You can turn your head and be jealous. You can turn left and right and be jealous. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not everybody. But you gotta have a jealous spirit. Like, white. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of looking at person as jealousy, why don't you look at that person as like competition? You know what I'm saying? Like competition for, you know what I'm saying? Like competition for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But like, okay, if you see somebody like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you see somebody with a BMW, you be like, man, you know what? Damn. Okay, what I need to do to get the BMW? You know what I'm saying? Or like, not tell yourself, like, do research. Like, stack up. Like, what the fuck? Like, do that shit. Don't worry about how he got it, what he did, or what it looked like. You just saw what you wanted. You just saw somebody in what you liked and what you wanted, so you go get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like TV, but you just saw it in reality. Just do it just like that. Are you hating on the? Are you hating on the person who driving the car that they don't even, the actor that driving the car in the commercial? No. So why you hating on the? So why you hating on the nigga who driving down the street?
There you go.
That don't even make any sense. And but the commercial tell you like, man, shit, I finna call Nissan right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the nigga, no, what I'm saying? But the nigga you see down the street, you be like, man, fuck that nigga. What's this that made? Why you didn't say fuck that nigga? Right. Why not say fuck the actor who was driving the car? Why? He say, you know what? Cause when he got done with the commercial, they probably gave him the car. So why you ain't hate? So you know what I'm saying? You don't know. You just pray for that. Pray for that.
Man, so I hope we don't have any type of listeners who won't hear. I'm pretty sure we don't, because I know your podcast, Jay, full of some solid people. But
yes, sir.
But comparison is the thief of joy.
Yep.
You know, so
there you go. That was great.
That's quote of the day right there.
The quote of the day. Be my shit.
That'll be my shit.
There you
go. But for real though, like, and again,
run that back.
I love this from me. I said, comparison. When you are comparing yourself to somebody, that is the thief of your joy.
Yes, sir.
Right there in that present moment.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That's real.
And I learned that a lot of this the stuff that I'm saying, man, is because I went through it firsthand, bro.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
The good thing of going through it firsthand, you know, when I went through little shit like that, it was kind of traumatizing. It was good because, man, it just really made me just sit down and reflect. Like, damn, you know what? I gotta stop comparing myself to people. That don't feel good.
Hey, yeah.
You know, now that I'm actually conscious of that,
mm-hmm.
I can make that decision. So, you know, if I see somebody who is something that I want, you know, I just wish them peace and blessings. That's all. Just wish it on them, and it'll come to me when it's time to come to me.
Or something better. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
exactly.
Freak and Raw. We'll join the Real World J podcast show. I like that.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So yeah, shout out to Freaking Raw. Everybody tuned in. We're talking tonight.
Shout out to Bobby B for joining on YouTube Live.
Yeah, YouTube Live, iHeartRadio, Dizzler, Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you download podcasts, you can find us. And tonight we're talking about the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. Number 5. Fully embracing uniqueness. So, you know, there's something about us that makes us different than everybody, you know?
Yeah, because everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
I
think once we embrace that is a way to show that we've truly accepted ourselves.
Once you know that. Once you truly believe that.
There you go. So, trying to fit in is the biggest disservice we can do to ourselves. I'm going to say that again. Trying to fit in is the biggest disservice we can do to ourselves.
It's the most dumbest shit it's the most dumbest shit you ever fucking can do.
What we're trying to do is...
You said it nice. I just said it wrong.
Okay, so you got to create your own lane and free yourself from the following crowd. Once again, create your own lane and free yourself from the following crowd.
Yeah, I want everybody to... Yeah. At the end of the day...
Embrace it.
Fuck that. Fuck following. I want people watching me.
There you go.
You can't watch me in the crowd. We'll crowd 100 people. You got, you know what I'm saying? People watch you when you know what I'm saying, when you in your own lane, when you by yourself and you making your own moves. You know what I'm saying? And you crushing them, and you crushing them with every line, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With every move, with every walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, like, stop making, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, that's why people don't know what the fuck I'm doing. People don't know what did you doing? I don't know. Why? Cause you know why?
Right.
There's a lot of reasons why, but I'm gonna tell you one of the main reasons why. I'd rather, you know, number one, I'd rather make statements instead of announcements.
Oh shit.
That's real.
Okay.
Fuck that. Like, what?
I hear you.
Don't watch my every move, you know what I'm saying? Because the way you watch my every move, you may be like, man, I hope he trip. Fuck you.
They waiting. They plotting.
What? Because somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, everybody, because man, say everybody who say,
Hey.
What's up? Go for it.
No, my man. It sounds like it was a little lag. I didn't mean to interrupt you though.
Oh no, you good.
I was gonna say, bro, when you're doing great things, bro, it's always gonna be somebody out there who don't like you for just no reason. You know, people don't like LeBron James, and you know that's subjective. You know, that's subjective. But when you're doing great things, boy, it's always gonna be.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be somebody, bro, who just don't like you. So me knowing that, like I said, I'm constantly aware of that. Man, it just make me just keep going harder, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I know for a fact, like I know people that don't like me just because I'm me. Like, so I know that's real. Some people hate me because I am me, because I am Jesse Morgan. The way I act, the way I talk, the way I come off, like, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. People hate me for who I am. Or people dislike me who I am. You know what? You don't got to be around. You know what? And once I find out, it's cool. I will release you. I will release you for your fake services. I will allow you. I will allow you to do something else.
For
Damn.
Sure. A lot of people
That's
are
good,
afraid
bro. Another
of.
thing on that.
Like shit. Like, come on now.
When people got that type of feeling, or they got that type of hatred towards somebody, it's just really showing their true character, and it's just showing that how hurt they are, how hurt they are on the inside. You know, it's just showing that the things that they done went through, and it's really not good, bro. So those people who, I just try to have sympathy, because I know deep down inside they going through some internally, mentally, hell, probably financially, ain't no telling, man. But hurt people. At least they try to hurt people.
Yeah, people say that. People say that. People say that. You know what I'm saying? People say that hurt people. Yeah, I mean, I guess that has to be true, because even if people, like if people are hurting, and they may not even be mad at you, they may be hurting because they hurting for another reason, but they'll just hurt you just make themselves feel good. You know what I'm saying? Just just to, I mean, it just escape. It's just like drinking, smoking, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they just instead of drinking and smoking is their vice. Hurting people is their vice, and being rude to people and being mean to people is their vice. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get high, and that's how they get drunk. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be mindful that, you know what I'm saying, because instead of people see the world is fucked up, and you know what I'm saying, like the world is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? In the day, because instead of loving, like, more people should try to love people more people should try to mind fuck people instead of loving people. It takes so little effort to try to mind fuck somebody instead of love someone, and that's what's going on right now.
So moving on, we're talking about the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. Number 6, being happy for other people's success. So being happy for others' success.
That's easy.
You gotta shift. You gotta shift your life perspective from competition to togetherness, pursuing harmony and contribution. You know how
you know for a fact a clear sign that you know that somebody, you know what I'm saying, is very appreciative of somebody else's compliments, and and really fuck with their compliments and really proud of them when they support. When they support.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me somebody. Tell me a person that got something going, and if that person support them, For you know what I'm saying, they on ground level, they grinding, and if a person support them every time they have a chance, I promise that person will fuck with them for a lifetime. Cause like, hey, I remember saying, you know what I'm saying, like for real.
Yeah,
They answer your phone call or whatever the case may be. That's how you know it's genuine, because like they spending their money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's something you got just because it's real.
Right.
You don't spend your somebody hate gonna spend, like, who does that? Like you like, you should be in the hospital. Who don't do, nobody does that. Nobody can spend their money or spending money of their time who hate. Like, I know people do that, but like, come on now. Like, come on now. We average folks trying to be great, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be rich, wealthy folks. So nah, that ain't it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, so we got our next sign. This is the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. Number 7, increase confidence. So you start to value your own choices and opinions without influence from others. You embrace decision making as an opportunity to grow and learn. So basically, with that one, accepting yourself is going to increase your confidence.
Of course.
You notice that if
you bring the love and not the hate out. You bring the love in and the hate out. Shout out to Natasha Boo 95.
Yeah, shout out to Natasha Boo 95. This is the Real World J podcast. You know what it is, Mark 2.5, and co-host Jesse Al-Qaeda J, Untouchable J, and we're talking about the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. And we got a guest co-host on the show tonight. Who we got tonight, Jesse?
Corey Smith.
Yes, sir.
Entrepreneur, real estate mogul. You know, I'm trying to get, like I said, I'm trying to get some, like I said, my next plan is like I told you to buy the duplexes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to start off like 2020, like 22. I want to start off with 2 duplexes. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm trying to go through Corey, checking my duplex. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause my thing is, like, if somebody gonna make some money off of me, it may well be family, so it'll be full circle.
Yeah, I mean, I feel it.
Like, fuck the man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the man, I know the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck the man. Like literally, fuck the man, I know the man. So that's how I think. That's how I think.
This right here, this definitely is an example. This is what, when they talk about black excellence, this is what they talking about. You know, the entrepreneurship and the conversations that need to be had.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
The education, the like you said, season 8, episode 3, and this season we're educating. We're trying to talk numbers, statistics, facts, and really just drop knowledge and some jewels for y'all to pick up out there, and you know, help in everyday life with whatever we can. So moving on, this is the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. Number 8, positive self-talk.
Yep.
Like positive.
Be your best cheerleader.
Affirmations. You know, whatever.
You gotta be your best cheerleader. You gotta be your best cheerleader, because ain't nobody gonna scream. Ain't nobody gonna scream loud. Ain't nobody gonna scream louder than you gonna scream for yourself. I promise you.
Yep.
Ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because most people, you know what I'm saying? When you down, most people try, you know what I'm saying? When you down, most people try to kick you, you know what I'm saying? What you do, when people try to kick you while you down, you break their fucking leg, and then you get back up.
There you go.
That's real. Hey, not only with that self-talk, man, as I, you know, read more and I grow every day, you know, man, that self-talk always hit me, just how big that is, and like the actual science behind that.
You gotta be a big supporter.
What I kind of came to, yeah, for real. Mm-hmm. What I kind of figured out though is like that self-talk. So, you know, I'm pretty sure y'all all know about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
That self-talk that we have in our head, you know, a lot of times for some people, majority of the world, you know, a lot of that self-talk is negative.
Yep, that's the devil, and then the good is God. It's the God and devil talking to you. It's the angel. It's the demon and the angel talking to you. You know what I'm saying? That's that left and right, or that right and left, however you want to put them. That's what it is.
That's real. And that negative self talk that we having, or whoever's having in their head,
depression,
is getting ingrained. It's getting ingrained into that subconscious mind.
Yep.
And the subconscious mind,
it goes to the heart.
It's like you impregnate. Yeah, it's just impregnating the subconscious mind with whatever emotion you're strongly feeling.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And a lot of people don't know that, you know. So they just running around here lost, not knowing why they just keep on manifesting the same thing. Because they don't even know why, you know.
Because I think a lot of people are uneducated about their own feelings, about their own self. That's why we talking about.
Right.
A lot of people are lost.
Yeah, that's real.
So if you lost, you don't know where nothing at.
Yeah.
Everything's scattered.
And if you start to lie, if you lie to yourself enough, you'll start to believe it.
There's nowhere else to tell you. It's nowhere else to. It's nowhere. If you know the person telling yourself lies, if you know the person in the room, you tell yourself lies. There's no one else to tell you that you're wrong. to challenge you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then you gonna go down the wrong street. You can't be successful. You can't be successful and don't have nobody else and don't have nobody around you. Shout out to Tom Cherry. Okay, for joining the Real World J podcast show. I love it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And also on the topic of positive self-talk is speaking things into existence. You know, if you say it and believe it, you can achieve it. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
But you gotta be able to say it. Because if you don't say it, how do you expect other people to believe it?
They won't believe it. Hell no.
They won't. Gotta let them know.
They won't even care.
So moving on, we got the top.
Hey, I'll tell them put it on paper, bro.
You finna what?
Oh yeah, that's a good. For sure.
No, I tell them put that dream, put that goal, whatever it is, put it on paper.
Absolutely.
Write it down. Read it when you wake up in the morning. Read it and repeat it before you go to sleep. Read it throughout the day. And eventually, it's going to get in there. It's going to get in that subconscious mind, and that's what's going to create your new reality.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because like I just try to, you know, I just try to remind people, and I try to remind people to focus on the, you know what I'm saying, to focus on the goal and not so much on the obstacles. Because the obstacles are gonna be there because you put effort, and when you put effort in something, you're gonna when you put effort, and when you try to do something in life, things gonna come your way because you trying to move. You know what I'm saying? That's when when you move, that's when the devil moves too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you got God, because you got God beside you. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. So devil gonna put shit in your way. You know what I'm saying? And put obstacles in your way, and it's up to you, the individual, to be stronger or not let that obstacle hold you for too long. You know what? Because you can't, man. Say focus on the goal, focus on the plan, focus on the goal, and less the obstacles. Because it's so much easier. It's so much because if you don't want no obstacle, then don't do shit in life.
For sure. And that's actually relates to our next
sitting in my basement
sign. You have truly accepted yourself, which is number 9. Set goals and actively pursue them. So not only are we writing down the goals, you got to pursue the goals. You know what I mean? You can't just expect it. Because what do you say that?
That takes zero talent. I can name you fucking 10 things that take zero talent to be successful in life. I already told you one. Effort. Being on time. Number two, being on time. Number 3, confidence. Number 4, being coachable. Number 5, being extra.
Okay.
Yep.
Got him.
Going that extra mile.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What am I? I'm on number 6 or number 7.
6, but you
I'm on number
definitely
6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Number 6, sleepless nights.
Right.
Like, I wake up every day like the rinse fucking dude. I wake up every day like the rinse dude.
At what time?
Mm-hmm.
I say I wake up like the rinse. I wake up like the rinse dude like every day.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you wake up, if you have a sense of urgency,
And my shit
about
paid in
your
advance.
goals,
Still,
and,
you know what I'm saying? Still, cause I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta put that fire under your ass, you know, like so you can get moving. Like, ain't nobody else gonna do it, so you gotta put the pressure on yourself sometimes. You know.
And number
Get
8,
it done.
and number 8 being your biggest cheerleader. Number 8 is being your biggest cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And number 9 to take zero talent. Number 9, one thing that number 9 to take zero talent to be successful in life.
Right.
Self-worth.
Just hard work.
Just hard work. Work ethic. That's number 9. Work ethic.
Yeah.
And number 10. Go ahead.
What's up?
No, I said in number 10, consistency.
Oh,
That's a fire list.
That is it.
That takes fucking zero talent to be successful in anything in life. Use those 10 things and you be successful in anything you do. I promise you.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, any list that
Man, that
starts
number
with
10, that's
effort.
consistency.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I was just gonna say, any list that starts with effort and ends with consistency is a winning list. I'll tell you that.
Man, that's real. That consistency, bro, that's all it takes. And that kind of goes back to like what we were talking about earlier with taking the L. You know, you take an L, you know what you gonna do now? You gonna sit back and you gonna sink or you gonna swim.
Right. You gonna Robert Q or Mel do?
Gotta get back up. Get back up and get that consistent. Right back going. Get it going again. No matter what happens.
Even though it fucking hurts getting back up, or even cause you might wobble, whatever. But you know what, man, that effort for you to even get back up. Cause some people, man, there's some people that got knocked down and still knocked down for 20 years, and still down 20 years later. Fuck you mean?
Now, we get a lot of female viewers, so for the ladies out there, Jesse, question.
I think we got all female viewers except 1, except 2. Jesus. Okay.
I'm saying in general, we have a lot of female viewers.
In general, yeah.
Anyway, let me get back to where was I?
My bad, I fuck up.
Okay, so what's your thoughts on consistency within a relationship?
It's everything. Consistency is the foundation. It's one of the pillars. It's one of the pillars of the foundation of a relationship. Why would you want to be the inconsistent ass person? That don't even sound right out loud. Me saying it out loud don't even sound right. It's laughable out loud. You think you want to be laughable in a relationship or to others?
So what's your advice to women out there that are dealing with men who are inconsistent?
Pick up where you left off and be with somebody who's consistent.
Okay.
Because it's like, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I understand, like, you know what I'm saying? I understand that, like, trust me, I understand a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Because it's going to hit noon. It's going to be right at noon at 12. It's going to be right at noon at night. You know what I'm saying? But that 2 times, that's not enough.
Yeah.
A day? Hell nah. You got to be more than that. You going to be in my life. You want to share my word and you want to consist and I don't count you twice a day? Nigga, please. You got to be, if you can be my world, 100%, then you got, you know what I'm saying, you got to do one-on-one. Because even when you're slipping, you still at 100.
There you go. And to round out our last on the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself. Number 10.
Well, I don't have that though, but I'm working on it.
You gotta invest time in yourself.
You gotta, man, hell yeah. Cause you can't, man, don't you get tired dealing with other people's shit? Don't you deal with your own shit, even if it ain't nothing? And I mean, you should have your own fucking hobbies. You should have your own fucking life within someone's life or multiple lives or whatever, however how you do it. You know what I'm saying? No, have your own shit because you gotta be able to breathe. You gotta have, man. You gotta find that nook, that space. You know what I'm saying? That's that self healing. From, you know what I'm saying, for being out in the world all day.
Yeah, because if you think about it, a lot of people who have not accepted themselves do not invest in themselves.
Natasha Boo, fine.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so like I said, I'm going to run that back. A lot of people who have not accepted themselves do not invest in themselves. So once you start to invest in yourself, that's when you'll begin to accept yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because because that just because you just adding value to yourself and to your self worth. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying. And anything that makes you happy, that makes you proud. You know what I'm saying? That makes you, you know what I'm saying, feel different than what you used to or what you want. You know what I'm saying? Or what, you know what I'm saying? Or what's easy. You know what I'm saying? Was easy because I segue to and I say that for a reason because I'm gonna segue through that because with one of the most things that we deal with as people, just period, and one of the biggest things dealing with mental health is being comfortable in pain and being comfortable in fear.
Ooh.
We need to break that vicious cycle. Let's go.
Let's go. And that was the top 10. Yeah. That was the top 10 signs you have truly accepted yourself.
Go, Corey.
Yes, sir.
Go, Corey. I feel like you gotta get something off your chest. You said, woo! Get off your chest.
Bro, because, bro, like...
Get it off.
I tell a lot of my friends, they come talk to me about stuff.
Sure.
And I tell them, bro, what's going to define you as a man is how you react to adversity.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Shit.
That's it.
And not even only for a man. That's also for the women out there.
Anybody.
You know how you gonna react to adversity? That's what's gonna define your character.
That's who you know who you are.
And it's so easy, man. We talked about this earlier. It's so easy just to take the immature route, to act foolish and to react to the adversity like a little kid. That's easy, but that's for the kids. That's for kids.
Not for grown folks.
As adults.
Nice. Classes in session.
Yeah, bro. I have to get that off though, man, because that's some. Hey, you speaking on this podcast, but you've been speaking real facts from day one, and man, it was just so great to be a part of it today.
I really appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you, for joining, man, for linking up with us, man. And, you know what I'm saying? We love guests, man. We love guests like this. This is a highlight. Like, this is a highlight of our week, you know what I'm saying? Having someone, you know what I'm saying? Someone on there, you know, someone on her live, that's somebody who's intelligent and smart, and who's, you know what I'm saying? That who's giving back to the world, who's going to make a difference in the world, you know what I mean? Instead of taking away, you know what I'm saying? Like, taking away, I had to have a conversation, like my nephew 18. I had to have a conversation with my nephew. He at work, and I had a conversation with my nephew today before I had this podcast. And my nephew 18. My first words to him when he answered the phone, I said, "What you want to be when you grow up?" He 18. I said, "What you want to be when you grow up?"
Yeah.
He said he don't know. I said, "That's a motherfucking problem." And I told him, I said, I understand. And I said, it's a motherfucking problem. I said, you know what? I said, on Monday, I said, I need you with 2 solid plans. I said, if I call you on Monday, if you don't got 2 solid pants, don't answer the fucking phone. Because I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Say,
I told him straight up. I
the
said,
great thing about that.
mm-hmm.
My bad, Jay. My bad.
No, go ahead.
The great thing about that is, truth be told, God forbid, man, we not even promised the next 20 minutes, bro.
Damn, for real. I can,
You know what I'm saying?
I can leave out my room and trip and fall and bust on my motherfucking head and my what? Everybody got figured out.
So,
I like insurance and shit, but they got figured out. But they got figured out.
You know, me, I live by this right here. I say I'm triple C. I'm cool, calm, and collected. I'm never in no rush to do nothing. You know, but the sooner the better, bro. Like, the sooner, you know, all the men and women out there, the sooner we find our purpose of what we actually want to do, our definite chief aim in life.
Hell yeah!
The sooner we find that, man,
I want to get this shit over with.
We just gonna be.
I want to find my purpose and get this shit over with, so I can do what I need to do, so I can do what I get where to go. I'm that type of person. I just want to just do. I'd rather just do what the fuck I got to do, so I can do what I want to do. I'm that type of person. I'm that type of person. I'm that type of person. Like, because what I want to do, it's gonna take me. It's gonna take me a lot to do what I want to do. That's fine, because that's part of my plan. I know my plan, and I know what my plan takes. I know what my plan holds, and so I'm okay. I'm uncomfortable with that because that's the plan. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying, you can't be walking around here scatterbrained. You can't be walking around here scatterbrained or with no plan and expecting the whole world. You crazy?
Right.
You didn't even plan for the next day. And I told my nephew today, I said, you didn't plan for nothing. I said, but you living. I said, you living this. Oh well, I'm living to the. I'm just surviving. How you had this mindset? You living surviving? You just 18. You just graduated a couple months ago. I'm just surviving. The fuck? Cause you don't got a plan.
Yeah.
People who say that who didn't have a plan for 20 years.
Right.
You just started. And I told him today, and I told him today, I told him straight up, I said, I understand you had that mindset because you don't know nothing because nobody showed you nothing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he paused, he said, you right, uncle. He said, you right. I ain't tell no lies. Anybody got a problem with it? I said, shit, holler at me. Shit, I showed you. I'll point it to you. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Tell him about the
fuck. That's real, man. That's
real, man. Say, who the fuck want what? Shout out to Lucky 817 for joining the Real World J podcast show.
Lucky 817, and man, it was a pleasure having you.
Pleasure
tonight, Corey.
Pleasure, Corey. We love you. We love you.
Real.
Say, man, the energy was great. The energy was great. Mark, man, you was amazing over there, bro. Jay, you know, I'm not even really surprised with a lot of great things you doing, Jay, because, you know, I've been knowing what was up, bro, you know?
Yeah.
You know, man, so, man, I just want to say I appreciate both of y'all boys, man. And peace and blessings to y'all, man. I already know it's going to be an amazing year for all of us. A year full of prosperity, and, yeah, year full of blessings, man. So I appreciate y'all boys, man.
They're watching live as we're talking, and I made a note of this because every once in a while that, you know, they could comment or they could like leave hearts and stuff. Well, today we got 46 hearts, and I made a note to let y'all know that when we got those 46 hearts, it was right after you said comparison is the thief of enjoyment. Bam, it exploded, 46 hearts. So I just want to let you know that. So they're listening, they heard that, they caught that, they received that.
Big fish pie.
That's real. That's real.
Yes, sir. It is, man. It is, bro. Just everybody out there, man, keep a positive mental attitude. That's it.
Yeah, and like
positive mental attitude at all times.
Oh yeah, and like I tell people, and like I tell all the time, I'm gonna leave out with this. Like I tell people all the time, the more women knew their self-worth, the world would be a better place.
Mm-hmm. That's real shit, man. That's real.
Don't ever forget that. because men knew what they was doing when they select, you know what I'm saying, when that's why the world is where it is now, because they knew the man was smart enough in some kind of way, found some kind of way and realized that, man, we let women lead, man will always be behind. And that's tragic too. And that's so tragic. Because they enslaved them because they was afraid. You know how many women and men, you know how many men that died off of women lie? Vice versa though, but I'm saying
Crazy.
Too many.
you could just a woman could just talk to a dude and he'll kill a whole house full of people just because she told him to. That's power. Ain't no man can do that.
Shout out to Big Fish. Shout out to Lucky 817 joining Real World J Podcast.
Well, use your power for good.
We have reached the end of the show, and Jesse, Untouchable J, Full Circle J, Al Qaeda J. It's been a blessing to have y'all with us tonight. And Jesse, you gonna take them out?
Yeah, I'm gonna take y'all out. I really appreciate y'all, everybody who's listening, and I really appreciate y'all. Because if it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, because if it, you know what I'm saying, like if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for people who's listening, and it wasn't for people who care, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Because like I started this podcast 2 years ago, and I thought I knew I was alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm full blown married, got a kid and everything. Supposed to be having friends. Supposed to be having, I supposed to be having this good life with all these good people in my life. No.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, all lies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was the best person I know. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? So, it's still now. You know what I'm saying? So, I just say, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I just say before I was doing the podcast, I felt like I was by myself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? Even with a room full of people, I didn't have nobody. And so this was my last shot before I took the last shot. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who's listening and been out there, y'all save me. And I tell people all the time, if I can just if I can just spark one mind or just change somebody, you know what I'm saying, then the podcast was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it. And shout out to like one more thing, shout out to T-Mobile. If you being just for being a new member. If you wanna dump your old service and jump to T-Mobile by being a new member of T-Mobile, call customer service as a new customer, and you get 20% off on your first and second month bill just by listening to the Real World J podcast show. Just mention the name, the Real World podcast show to your attendant, your T-Mobile get thank attendant, and they will give you 20% off your first and second month bill. You even get paid to listen to the Real World J podcast show.
Yes, sir.
I love y'all.
Official, bro.
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. I'm very blessed.
Man, hey, I see you being global with this, bro. I swear. I see you getting all over with this, bro.
Man, we trying, man. 17% of our audience lives in India.
Wow.
And another 17%.
Wow,
and another 17% lives in Greece.
Oh, okay. Well, Jay, you lied, bro. You lied to me.
Oh yeah. Man, we just trying to get bigger and better, man. We trying bigger. First we got to get better, and then we get bigger. You know what I'm saying? We know what I'm saying. We just humble servants.
Nah, look. I say you lied to me, bro, because I say y'all going global. You say, man, we trying to. But shit, to me, you already doing it from what you just told me.
Yeah, I mean it's all. Yeah, I mean yeah, but it just. You know, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. It's definitely growth. It's growth.
Yeah, I don't never want to oversee the plant. You know what I'm saying? That's how shit die.
Right.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta be humble. Gotta be grateful, and then when you humble, you grateful, you thankful, and that's how you continue to stay blessing. That's how you continue to stay blessing without just waking up. That's how you wake up blessed when you do them three things. And I love y'all. for listening to the Real World J podcast show. I'm your host, Full Circle J, with 2.5, and with co-host Corey Smith. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Big fish for fine, but I love you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Love y'all boys, man. Peace.
Peace.
Blessings, man.
Blessings.
Oh, yeah.